It's the I Can't Mom Today podcast with Heather, the new mom, and Vera, the seasoned mom. I Can't Mom Today.
Hi, this is Vera and Heather back again with another episode of I Can't Mom Today podcast. Hi, Vera.
Hello, Heather. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. You know, it's a little like I'm really busy, but also like I feel good. Weird, right? Weird mix.
Yeah, well, you had mentioned to me earlier that you got a workout in?
I did.
Yay!
I did. And I've been doing it for a week now. So obviously I'm super ripped. No, but you know what? Honestly, I'm not doing it so much to get in shape, although that would be a nice side effect. But really it's because I feel like I just went down a slippery slope of like just blobdom. Like
blobdom.
Yeah. Like I started like leaning on the table and then now I lean on everything. Like I lean on on my desk all the time. So I'm just like, do I even have core? Do I have a core? Or is it just like organs?
Core, where are you?
It's just organs in there. Everybody squished together by my poor whatever. What is it called? What is it called? I'm thinking structure, but it's not structure. Or, body alignment. It's not it either.
I don't know.
What I'm talking about. Why do you not know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
God, I cannot. The word is just escaped me. Anyways, it'll come to me. I'll just scream it out, and you'll know that's what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just like I'm just really like not healthy in many ways physically. So I was like, you know what, you need to get this together because what's going to happen is you're going to be 60 and you're going to be in a wheelchair because you're not going to be, or bedridden or something because you're just becoming a blob.
Yeah. Well, again, since I have the joint issues, I've been very aware. They say every extra pound that you carry on your body is 4 times that on your joints. So like on your knees and your hips and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you're a pound overweight, that's 4 pounds extra pressure on your knees and stuff. So yeah. So I try to be very aware of that. You don't need to be perfect by any means. We are not supermodels. But just trying to be, like you said, just trying to be aware of the fact that, probably not going to be feeling so good in about 20 years if I don't start getting it together.
I mean, I'm being serious. Like, it's just, I am like, ugh, I'm disgusted with myself. Like truly. And it's so funny, the difference between like just a year a year ago, I was in completely different shape than I am today. And so it's like, I was like, girlfriend,
the slippery slope of blobdom.
We had to come to Jesus with myself.
Slope of blobdom.
Yes.
Well, yeah, totally, man. I feel well. There's that episode we did a few episodes ago about that movie Stutz, and that was one of the things that the psychologist Stutz said was that 85% of your like, what does he call your soul force or whatever? Is 85% is you taking care of yourself physically, which means doing some kind of exercise, not to look good, just to keep yourself moving.
Yeah.
And eating fairly well and getting enough sleep. And he's like, that's 85%.
Yeah. And I eat fairly well.
Easier said than done. Easier said than done. It sounds so easy, but it's not that easy, especially when you have kids. But yeah.
I think I eat fairly well. My sleep could do a little bit of improvement, but not I mean, like I sleep about 7 hours a night, but I probably could sleep longer. And, but yeah, it was and I freaking hate cardio. Like I would rather have my toenails removed from my body slowly than do cardio. I hate cardio, but I love lifting weights. I love lifting weights. And that's how I've always been.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to focus on lifting weights.
What are you doing to work out?
I joined the gym. And I do certain machine, like I do 7 different like things a day. Do arms and do arms one day, legs the next day. And I do about 10 minutes of like incumbent bike or recumbent, whatever, something bike. And I do that for like 10 minutes just to warm up my body before I work out. And that's it. But it still is like an hour workout, time.
Yeah.
Cardio and working out. So I'll take it.
Well, good for you. I hope you can keep it going.
No, I know you'll keep it going is what I'm going to hear from you.
Keep it going. You're going to keep it going.
Yeah. So how are you?
Good. I'm tired, but good. You know, I made it to the gym this morning, which is always good.
Yeah.
So I'm just struggling with Jerry's been sick again. So
Jeez.
then he's
Tell him to stop licking people's shoes.
Exactly. It's just, you know, so then he coughs and he sneezes. And of course, they're like big productions when he coughs or sneezes.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear him across the house. And so when he does that in the middle of the night, wakes me up. And then I'm like, ugh. And then my stomach has been more sensitive. It's been always been sensitive, but more sensitive recently for some reason. So if I eat something quote unquote wrong, that I know that probably isn't going to be great for my body, like dairy, it'll wake me up at like 2 a.m. and I'll be in and out of the bathroom like every other hour.
Jeez. So have you heard of like a sleep divorce?
Yes, I have actually. I was just reading about that sleep divorce. Yeah. Where they're still together and happily married, but they're sleeping in two separate bedrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that they can get some sleep. I have friends who do that. And I do too. Part of me, it's like, I don't want to do that. And we just spent all this money on that ginormous bed.
It's okay. You can enjoy that ginormous bed.
I'll relegate him to the guest room.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So it's got easy access, direct access to the patio.
Exactly.
That should be the cellar. But truly, I mean, like I think about it sometimes. I'm like, oh, when Brad wakes me up, I'm like, it takes me a long time to go back to sleep. But yeah, honestly think about it because so I have my old boss and her husband do this, but they like snuggle before, when she goes to bed, because he's a late owl or night owl. And so they'll snuggle and then he'll leave and then she'll go to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you can still have intimacy.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean like you're, the intimacy is cut off. So you can still have that. You're just going to make a place for that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll think about it because it hasn't been really an issue until the last few years where I think I'm not sleeping as heavily as I did, which could be, hormones. But so we'll see. So that's really my main problem, I think, right now is just that I'm not getting good, high quality sleep right now. Yeah. So it always makes you a little draggy. Plus, it's pollen and all that fun stuff season. So that makes me draggy as well. But other than that, I'm good.
Good. Okay, great. Maybe let's do an episode on sleep divorce.
Yeah, we should. I'll
do
all
kinds of research.
Find some research on it and see how many people say it's good and how many people say it's not and how they do it and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that would be a good episode.
Okay. Well, today is not about sleep divorce. Yeah, not. It's about kids experiencing burnout.
Yes, I found this survey that's 2,000 parents of school-aged children, and 66% of parents said that their child comes home with a low mental battery after school, and half of them noticed some sort of signs of stress and burnout in their child. So they noticed things like, changes in sleep patterns. 44% of parents said that. Changes in appetite, 37%. Physical complaints like headaches or stomach aches, 35%. Decreased interest in activities they once enjoyed, 34%. And avoidance of social interactions or activities, 33%. So this was out of, 2,000 parents. So that's a significant amount if you look at it. And you think about how much pressure our kids are under nowadays, especially after COVID and the whole world got so, turned upside down with that. So I thought of you because of you feeling burnt out. And then we'd done that one episode too of overscheduling yourself and your kids.
Always.
And how Baker, after you tried to take him to like swim practice and parties and all this, and he was just, by the end of it all, he was just total meltdown city.
Yeah. Yep. So
I thought of you with this. And
it says the top stressors children are facing today are screen time and social media use, which is 28%. And there's some show that Baker watched, funny enough, that was like, sometimes you can leave yourself more tired, even though you're not doing anything, because you're not doing anything. And so you'll be more tired because you're not moving your body or whatever. And then changes or transitions such as move or new school, 26%, social pressure and peer relationships, 26%, anxiety, the percentages don't match up, but whatever. Anxiety and worry about the future is 24%. Bullying and harassment is 22%. Lack of sleep or irregular sleep patterns, 22%. Financial stress or instability, 21%. And that's feeling it from the parent, I'm assuming, not from like the actual child having financial stress.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I think it's the reason the numbers don't overlap is because some parents probably marked more than one, you know?
Yeah, so, it was probably like out of these people. Yeah. Health concerns or chronic illness, 20%, and family issues, 18%. And yeah, I mean, kids, I can't even imagine growing up around social media. I cannot even imagine, or like electronics, because we had TV, but like, you know, I'm going to date myself. We didn't have remotes.
Yeah, I didn't. It was the dial, click, click,
yeah.
click.
Eventually, remotes.
Who's going to get up and change the channel?
Yeah, for sure. And so, like, it was manual labor to go. I mean, it wasn't manual labor, but you actually had to do something, expel some sort of energy. And sometimes you just sit in front, like eyes like 2 inches from the screen, turning the knob because that's what you did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't imagine like with all the input that kids have.
Well, and you know, it doesn't help that schools, they're understaffed right now. I mean, literally what is it? It says only 14% of schools meet the American School Counselor Association's recommended ratio of one school counselor to 250 students.
Yeah.
So 1.4 out of every 10 schools basically has enough school counselor. So if your kid has an issue or whatever and needs the school counselor, or the teacher thinks the kid has an issue and should, you know, you can refer him to the school counselor, there aren't enough. So the school counselors are burnt out. The teachers, I mean, they don't have a statistic on this, but we all know that there aren't enough teachers. There's a teacher shortage.
Yeah.
So the teachers probably can't give the kids enough attention as it is. So that's stressed out. And the kids probably sense the teachers are stressed, you know, because we all feed off each other and our feelings and everything. So a lot of parents are saying, well, hey, shouldn't the school be helping with this? But the school's like, yeah, we got nothing.
We're political.
Well, and we just don't have enough. We just don't have enough people. We don't have enough teachers. We don't have enough,
resources either to be able to hire those people.
Exactly. So we talked about the top stressors. Let's see, you mentioned those. And the top signs, I mentioned those. So like headaches, stomach aches, decrease in interest in activities, change in sleep patterns. So then it does list so that you're like, okay, well, what the hell do I do about this? They do list resources that you could consider that could help your kid with their burnout. And it said support groups or peer counseling programs. Exercise or physical activity, which again, if they're feeling kind of bummed out, the last thing they're going to want to do, you're going to have to like push them to go do something.
I don't know, man. I mean, elementary kids, I think, are a little bit different because they just want to go play. And so every day after school, it's can we go play at the park? I'm like, yep.
Yeah. See, that's good. But yeah,
go
like
have fun.
Middle schooler would rather sit there on their Instagram or on their phone, you know. So that's a little tougher the older they get. When they're little, they're a lot easier to, like you said, take them to the playground or take them to Chick-fil-A and play at the playground there or whatever. But if you can do that with your kid, they highly recommend that. And then mindfulness or meditation practices, therapy or counseling, which again is kind of obvious, but it's not always easy to find. At least I struggled with finding that for Luke at one point. Let's see, personalized learning coach. Okay. Not necessarily easy to find.
Yeah.
or pay for. Art or music therapy, which again, if your kid isn't like with Luke, he plays the cello and does karate. And I feel like those two things, even now he's 20, those things help him manage stuff, you know, that they're kind of like his go-tos. So, well, like I always said, it's always good to have a thing.
Yeah.
I have a thing and I don't care. And I used to say to him, I don't care if it's ballet, if it's art, if it's, you know, yoga, whatever it is, but you've got to have something that's yours. That's like a hobby and something to do that's not school or just I mean, of course, karate lessons and cello lessons, that's you're learning, but it's something you can enjoy and take your mind off of just the regular grind of everything. And then finally, the last one was pet therapy or animal assisted interventions.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, have a pet, which again, you're as the mom or dad, you're going to end up taking.
Let me tell you how that goes.
And bring in Rue.
Let me tell you how that goes.
So
the fight to get
a ferret.
The fight to get my child to play with the dog is real.
Oh God, yeah.
She just wants to snuggle her. Not. I'm like, you can't just. She doesn't just want to snuggle.
Yeah. Well, she's a puppy. She wants to go to the playground too.
Yeah. But he doesn't understand. He's like, why do I have to play with her every day? I was like, 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm asking you to play with her for 15 minutes. Give her some time.
Oh, I know. Yeah. So anyways, I thought it was interesting, like I said, because I bet you, well, according to this poll of 2,000 parents, a lot of parents are noticing their kids are fried.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, think about like, what they have to do. They're little beings that are just like puppies and want to play and get energy out, but they're instead forced to sit in a classroom all day and learn or be on their computers all day because there's not enough teachers and they're in small groups and then they're sitting home and they have to do homework on computers. It's just like, good God.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I just saw something that more and more schools are trying the 4-day school week.
Yeah.
Which they started out in rural areas. Sorry, I can talk. Rural areas, which that works pretty well because, rural areas, people are working on farms and, they're all that. So it's a little different than if your parents work in an office where they can't take the 5th day off to. Or,
we have 4-day work week or 4-day school.
They do? You do?
Yeah.
So, but in like elementary school?
Yeah. The whole district has 4-day.
Well, how do parents do that?
They have what we like to affectionately call Monday school.
Yeah.
And we pay like, I think $25 a day to drop them off on Mondays. And they do like different activities and stuff like that. So it's not like they don't actually go to school, but it's at a school.
Oh, so it's almost like after school, only it's on a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Unless, that $100 a month is like,
Yeah. Well, maybe it's 35. It's like 140 a month. Something like that. But anyways, yeah, it's I mean, exactly.
An extra expense. Yeah.
Yeah, it is an extra expense. But, and some people I know have like rotating shifts that they can do different days. And, I mean, parents figure out how to make it work. But then there's also schools within the district that are like charter schools that are 5 days a week. So if maybe the public school doesn't work for you, the 4 days doesn't work for you, then you can go to the 5-day.
Ah, okay. Well, that's good. At least you got some options.
I do.
So does Baker like Monday school?
He does like Monday school.
Okay. So he looks forward to going because it's more play than it is sitting at a desk.
Yeah. I mean, we stay home, like Brad stays home on Mondays and usually does work and stuff like that. So he doesn't like that part of it. He's like, can I stay home with you guys?
Oh,
like, no, go to school, kid.
Get out of here.
Yeah. We got time for you. Yeah. So,
well, see, I'm glad I brought it up then because I didn't know anybody that was doing the 4-day school week. So,
but then, he's in a gifted program. So he has homework every week. And by the time the end of the day comes, he has zero interest in doing his homework. So what I usually do is I make him do it in the morning because he's nice and fresh brained. But we are also people that are very stringent on his bedtime. Like he's in bed between 7 and 8 and like usually asleep between 7 and 8. There are the anomalies that he's at 9. You're like, go to bed.
Yeah.
Cause I don't want to wake him up because he's a bear when I have to wake him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if I could get Luke when he was little to go to sleep, that would have been,
I know. Listen, I don't know if it's the things that we put in place when he was little or he just got lucky. Good. Yeah. We got lucky. I don't know.
Because I have friends who have 2 kids, and they'll say, yeah, the one kid will like put themselves to bed at like 7:00, and then the other kid wants to stay up till midnight.
Yeah.
Same parents.
Yeah.
So you just got lucky. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. So yeah.
Well, there you go. So if your kid's burnt out, you can try one of those things.
Yeah.
They just in case you wanted to know, the survey was conducted by Presence, and it was just done this past March 2023. So it's a very recent poll, and one poll was also involved. If you want to look it up, one poll and Presence. So it's a legit survey.
Okay.
But I wish I could say I was surprised.
Yeah. No, I mean, the rigor that we have with the kids, it's a lot. Kids don't get to be kids as much anymore.
No. And again, with social media, that stresses them out too. And it's very hard to be like, no, you can't have a phone, but Susie has a phone and she's 10,
Yeah.
So
that's Susie's mom.
Exactly. Where's Susie's mom? I need to talk to her. Susie's mom, you're causing me problems. Don't start talking about birthday monkeys. Anyway, did you get your stickers? I finally sent you stickers.
I did. I'm trying to figure out what I want to put them on now.
Yes, the I Can't Mom Today stickers. They're super fun and super cute, and they're free while they last. If you want one, just send us an email with your address, and don't worry, we won't put you on a mailing list or anything like that.
No.
If you would like one for free while supplies last, or 2.
Yes.
We'll send it to you. No shipping.
All you have to do is reach out on social media, I Can't Mom Today podcast, or you can email us at ican'tmomtodaypodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, exactly. And you get your free sticker.
Yes. Yeah, and Vera will even take care of the postage.
Yeah, that's right. I'll absorb the forever stamp for you.
Oh, forever.
And the envelope from the Dollar Tree.
Yes.
Or the $1.25 tree, rather.
Yeah. The we're not sure tree.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all different prices now.
All right.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.